And a good evening, everybody, from the Joe Mauer Fieldhouse here on the campus of Cretin Derham Hall High School in St. Paul. Welcome to Suburban East Conference Girls Basketball tonight here on TJSportsOnline.net. I'm Tom Witchen, Tom number one. Tom number two is getting us out of the air. He's my technical guru, the silver-haired, the silver fox from the North Shore. Richie is on camera here tonight. And a broadcast here tonight on TJSportsOnline.net is brought to you in part by...
Hi, I'm Adam Nyberg with Coldwell Banker Burnett. If you've ever been curious about a possible career in real estate, please contact me today. I'd love to talk with you.
And again, our broadcast here tonight also brought to you by the Goodman Group of Cheska. Thanks to Craig Ettinger and the Goodman Group for sponsoring tonight's broadcast, and we'll talk more about them throughout the game. At GoodmanGroup.com, 952-361-8000. This is our prep preview here on TJSportsOnline.net. The Cretin Derham Hall Raider girls are 9-3 overall and 5-1 in conference. They had just one loss the last time we saw them. They stumbled against Champlain Park and then lost a two-pointer to Mounds View, but came back and beat Forest Lake. And that was their 9th win of the year and their 5th in conference. Meanwhile, the Stillwater girls, we were at Eastridge here a while back, and the Ponies have been playing very good basketball of late. They're 4-3 now in conference. They're above the 500 mark. They are at 8-7. They have won 3 in a row, and 4 of their last 5. The only loss was way back January 2nd when they lost to Minneapolis South. So that is a matchup here tonight on TJSportsOnline.net from the Fieldhouse. And this is, as mentioned, the prep preview. Time to visit with the head coaches.
Our prep preview continues here from the Joe Mauer Fieldhouse here tonight. And a chance to visit for the second time here with head coach of the Ponies, Willie Taylor. And since that win, the game against Eastridge, your team has been playing well of late. We're playing well. We're turning the ball over less, and we're putting the ball in the hoop. All right, of course, as the offense goes, so does Sarah, or vice versa. But has anybody else, and Alex included, of course, kind of stepped up and helped offensively? Yeah, all of our kids are slowly improving, and they're getting better. So all of them are. What about defensively? How are you playing? Defensively, our kids, we have a young team, and they're picking up what we do. I didn't realize until about 4 or 5 games ago, I didn't really think about it, but a lot of our kids didn't play varsity last year. We only really have like 3 kids that played extensive varsity minutes last year. Taking a look at the roster and the youth on that roster, you've got a lot of players that are going to be fighting for playing time next year. It's fun in practice. It's going to be fun as we improve this year. What about the rest of the program? As I said, the numbers are there. How about this JV, which is going on right now? And what are some of the bright spots for the junior varsity program? It's absolutely incredible how far we've come in the 3 years. I've been here 4 years, and this is my 4th year in this, and we've come a long way. Our team, we're competitive in all the programs now. And that includes B Squad, too. B Squad competitive. Everybody's doing very well. In fact, the traveling basketball is going well. I was going to say, every time I walk by the brand new field house, that gym seems to be always full. Everybody's playing basketball. That's got to be a good sign. That gym is absolutely incredible, and I always try to invite people to come out and take a look at it because it's really, really good. Help me out, too. I just explored. Ricky gave me a small tour of it, but what's on the other side of that hallway? Is that the gymnastics weight room? What's on the other side? They got a gymnastics room about the size of a gym. Actually bigger than a regular gym. And up above is a weight room. That's really it's incredible. It's you can see the football field and the track from the weight room. It's one big window, and it's just really, really nice. We talked about all the numbers and the different teams and so on, the traveling teams. That means there's got to be a lot of help from coaches and so on. How is the coaching up and down the program? Coaches, parents, everybody's helping out. Everybody's taking a part here, and it's going to be fun. It's fun now, but it's going to be even more fun. All right, it's at this point of the season where maybe the players kind of hit a wall. This is about the midway point of the season, and how do you get them mentally ready for the stretch run? Every year I've coached basketball. You're right. This is around that time where it starts to kind of get a little boring and start looking for spring. we're doing our best to keep their attention. What we do is we switch things up a little bit more. We do different drills in practice and put in some more fun plays. Tonight, Cretin Derham Hall, top of the conference right now. And what does Joe have, or how do you prepare for his club? I think it's impossible to prepare for his club. I think he's got a really good team. They started off the year ranked in the top 10, I think maybe even top 5. Very, very talented. Most of his kids were on top AAU teams. When they come together, they're going to be really tough, and I think they're still working on it now. And Hottinger and Ettinger and some of those other players are pretty good. Hottinger's very good. Ettinger's very good. Kaylee Moore, I wish we had her. Plays defense as good as anyone in Minnesota. Autumn Mendez is a fantastic player. Chanel is as quick as they come off the bench. And then they got the Jackson kid, who's a state track athlete. And then I just saw Justina Butler. I forgot about her. Very, very, very good talent. All right, with that, we'll wrap it up. And I think we've got one more game scheduled with you, and we'll be over at Roseville here in a couple of weeks. But wish you the best of luck. Thank you, Willie. Keep following us on all these tough games. They're fun. Thank you.
And as Willie Taylor, head coach of the Stillwater Ponies, they apologize for shoddy equipment and hope to improve that here on my second interview. A reminder, this broadcast is a presentation of the Goodman Group of Chaska. Their mission is to create and manage living environment that emphasizes quality of life and enable residents and staff to achieve an optimum level of well-being. The Goodman Group Senior Living, Healthcare, and Residential Communities provide homes and services for some 10,000 residents. Those who have chosen their communities as their home experience a luxurious lifestyle that delivers comfort, care, and value. Visit the website, thegoodmangroup.com, or call 952-361-8000. 952-361-8000. And our prep preview continues here from Joe Mauer Fieldhouse here on this Wednesday night. Chance to visit again with head coach Joe Lynch of the Raiders of Cretin Derham Hall. And Joe, a couple of hiccups since I talked to you last. And I saw the Champlin Park game. We had a tough second half. What happened with Mounds View?
Mounds View was a tough day. Don't know if you or the audience knows, but we lost our assistant athletic director. He passed away. Yeah, and so that was tough on the girls. We didn't perform as we should. We missed 25 free throws, and we didn't play defense like we're capable of. We gave up 44 points in the second half. So I think it was a combination of all of those things, just a really bad night all the way around. Champlin Park's a great team. They're obviously ranked in the top 10 now. And we went back-to-back. We played at 7 o'clock, then we played at 3 o'clock. And that was the first time that we had done that. But we did that for a reason, so we could look ahead to the end of the season, because that's going to happen at sections or it's going to happen at state. So we learned from it. We took something valuable away from it. And actually, I thought we had a really good bounce-back game against Forest Lake.
So obviously some teaching moments there for you and your staff, but the girls have responded.
Life lessons, life and death, and how precious life is, and honor those and express that love to the people that are close to you.
Yeah, I know, and everybody let me know. Jimmy O'Neill told me about it, and a couple other people told me about the death of Kelly, and that was just heartbreaking.
It was heartbreaking, and a lot of these players on this team had become really close to Kelly. They would go down to his office after school, kind of like their adopted grandfather. And he was a former girls basketball coach, so he talked basketball with them, and so they got pretty close with him.
Oh, we've been broadcasting Raider Sports now for about 3 years, and Kelly has been so helpful in all of our broadcast projects and so on. So, again, dearly miss him. Let's talk about your program. And right now the JV game is going on. And tell us a little bit about the youngsters, the younger players coming up.
Well, we're trying to develop some kids. We've got 2 freshmen on our JV that hopefully can help us at some point in the future. Most of our JV is sophomores. Played B squad last year as freshmen because we didn't have a 9th grade team, so we brought them up. So probably got a little bit more exposure quicker than they might otherwise have gotten. But I think they've responded pretty well, and they get to play against a pretty good group every day in practice. So I think they're getting better. They just we're not showing it right now.
And you mentioned no B squad last year. How about this year? How are the numbers?
They're down, unfortunately. We had a 9th grade team, fortunately, but not enough for a 10th grade. I had to keep most of these sophomores up on JV. So we're hoping for a bounce-back year next year. I heard the enrollment potentially is up, so I'm looking forward to having 4 teams again.
All right, we've been advertising the development office, Tony, and make sure they do a good job getting some numbers here. Your opponent tonight, Stillwater Willys Club. And after Sarah Scalia, what else is there?
Well, they've got Pratt, nice player from transfer from North St. Paul. So we've got both of those to worry about. We got to do a good job defensively and try to contain them as best we can. But we got to do the things that we do best. We got to push the pace. We got to attack the rim, and we got to play our kind of basketball. And we got to, help each other on Scalia and Pratt and hold them down as best we can.
And what if they throw a zone at you? Are you ready for it this time?
We are ready for a zone. I think we'll see it just because of who we have and the fact that we've played them before. And Willie's a good coach, and I know he'll have them prepared.
Well, Joe, again, thanks for the visit, and we will see you again against Woodbury later on this month.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate it.
Head coach Joe Lynch, the head coach of the Raiders, as our prep preview continues here on TJSportsOnline.net. All right, thank you, Joe, for visiting with us. Our next broadcast, Raider girls basketball, will be on, I believe it'll be that Saturday, February 10th. We've got a bit of a break, and that'll be against Needless Hill. That'll be the first half of a doubleheader. The girls will play at 5:30. The boys will play at 7 o'clock, and we'll have both of those games for you right here on TJSportsOnline.net. And we're just about ready for the introductions and our national anthem. Earlier today, the Stillwater JV team, boy, they're good, 69-41. They defeated Cretin Derham. Here comes the honor guard from Cretin Derham Hall. Not a lot of games going on tonight, this being a Wednesday night. Actually, this game was scheduled for Tuesday night, but got changed to Wednesday because of conflicts. And only 2 other games going on today, at least in girls basketball, south of Washburn, Southwest, and Edison. For the Joe Maurer Fieldhouse, our national anthem. Speaking of Joe Maurer, what pitchers and catchers reported here in about 3 weeks. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. And first of all, for Willie Taylor and the Stillwater Ponies, Willie, of course, his assistant coaches are Dean Stanbaugh, Tess Green, Kevin Anderson, Jordan Price, Sherm Danielson, and Dave Belke. And the starters is Grace Coding, 5'10" sophomore, averaging 4 points a ball game. 10 her season high. Sarah Scalia, 5'9" junior, averaging 26 points in ball game, 37 her season high. I think she had 35 at the game we had a chance to broadcast earlier against Eastridge. And next for the Stillwater Ponies, Liz Hilgren, the 5'9" senior, one of just 3 seniors on this club, averaging a couple points a ball game. And the human dynamo, Coach Willie Taylor says the fastest player in the state of Minnesota, Alex Pratt, 5'3" freshman, averaging 19 points a ball game and 31 her season high. She also leads the team far and away. She has 26 threes on the season. And the other starter will be the other senior, one of 2 seniors, one of 3 seniors, excuse me. And that is Rachel Houle, 6' senior, averaging 6 points a ball game. 15 has been her season high. So again, the seniors, Rachel Houle on this Pony Club, and Liz Ogren, and that's it. And now for Joe Lynch and the Raiders of Cretin Derham Hall. And a Joe on his staff. Caitlin McKinnon, John Siegler, Bridget Kapp, my favorite from Augsburg, Il Zamora, and Carissa Wolnick. And the starters are Haley Moore, a 6'1" senior, averaging 7 points a ball game, 13 her season high. Franny Hottinger, 6'1" junior, averaging 19 points a ball game, 31 her season high. Had a great game in the game we had a chance to broadcast against White Bear Lake. Autumn Mendez, 5'9" senior, averaging 14 points a ball game, 23 her season high. Elizabeth Ettinger, 5'8" senior, averaging 12 points a ball game, 21 her season high. And Justina Butler, 5'8" senior, averaging 4 points a ball game at 8 her season high. Talking about seniors, Raiders are senior dominated. Justina Butler, Chanel Anderson-Manning, we'll see a lot of her. Aaliyah Lopez, also a senior. Haley Moore, we mentioned. Autumn Mendez and Lizzie Ettinger and Elena Carlson, the seniors for the Raiders of Cretin Derham Hall. Looking to buy or sell a home here, the Twin Cities, contact Adam Nyberg, branch vice president with Coldwell Banker Burnett in Stillwater. Have an experienced professional manager real estate needs today. Adam has been a trusted friend, guide, and leader in the real estate business since 1994. Call Adam Nyberg of Coldwell Banker Burnett Realty at 651-329-5514. You can call Anita White too at 651-392-5481. So we're set to go. Suburban East Conference basketball tonight. The standings right now. Cretin Derham Hall at 5-1, a half a game lead over Roseville. And Woodbury and Roseville are tied at 5-2. Stillwater at 4-3, as is Park Cottage Grove. The Wolfpack, best record in the conference right now, 12-3. And then White Bear Lake, Forest Lake, Moundsview, and East Ridge. We'll see Stillwater and Roseville coming up here in a couple weeks. The Ponies going from left to right. Haley Moore and the Raiders are going from right to left as we get this one underway. And the tip controlled by the Ponies. And controlled there by Grace Cody. And immediately we get a whistle call. And we get it over and back. Yep, over and back called against the Ponies. Justina Butler will inbounds for the Raiders in the all purple with the gold numerals and trim. As the Ponies will start out man-to-man. Adam Mendez out of the wing near side for Ettinger. And cleared up top for Haley Moore. Ettinger looking inside for Hottinger. Out there. Goes inside, lays it up. Ettinger shot no good. Rebound, offensive board, back up, no good. Third time down, out of bounds. Ana Mendez puts back up that offensive rebound. And it went off the rim. Since you play 18-minute halves. Mendez will inbound it for the Raiders. Baseline goes way up top for Franny. Hottinger, high post, double team. Ettinger, near corner. Mendez, wide open. Three, good. No good. Gets her own rebound, though. And goes back inside to the basket. Lays it up with a running layup. It is no good. And the Raiders are 0 for 3 from the field. And the rebound taken away by the Ponies. Grace Cody into the front court. Grace goes crossover dribble, goes inside. No question that Scalia. Or question Alex Pratt. And Pratt is fouled on the way to the basket. And we'll have our first foul and first free throws of the ball game. And the foul is on Autumn Mendez, her first. Alex Pratt at the line, averaging 65% from the line. 19 points a ball game, makes the free throw. And the Ponies, I mentioned winners of 4 of their last 5. They're up on top by a score of 1-0. The Raiders 2-2 in their last 4 games. Second free throw by Pratt is also good. And a 2-point lead for Stillwater. And here comes the Pony press. Champlin Park did such a great job on the press that really stirred things up in that loss to the Rebels. Hottinger into the front court, goes far corner. They go over the top on the near side for Butler. And knocked away, turnover, coming back down court. As Pratt leaves it up. Alex's shot no good, but she was fouled. And this time I think Haley Moore got her on the arm. And Pratt will go to the free throw line once again. Haley Moore, her first second team foul. Ponies, by the way, will be at Woodbury Friday night. We'll talk more about that in just a bit. And the free throw by Pratt is good. She is 3 for 3 from the line. Well, the Ponies, correction, Stillwater, they're at Princeton on Saturday. And 4 in a row for Alex Pratt from the charity stripe. Ponies with a 4-0 lead. And a minute going on here in the first half. Raiders, Mendez into the front court, goes into the post, knocked away, loose ball on the floor, and is recovered by Ettinger. Goes inside for Mendez, and off Autumn's foot, and it goes out of bounds as the Raiders have turned it over the last couple of trips down the floor. 4-0 Stillwater, 16:43 to go in the first half. And the Raiders putting on their own press. Scott into the front court, or correction, Alex Pratt into the front court. Goes down the lane, stops and pops. It is no good. Rebound, and it's off the hands of Ettinger and out of bounds. Oh, no, wait a minute. They say Stillwater touched it last. So Lindsay will inbound it. And Mendez into the front court. Under there by Pratt. Goes wing far side off the hands of Ettinger. 3 trips down the floor by the Raiders. And a cold start. And another turnover, 3 in 4 possessions. One possession where he had a couple of offensive boards and it wouldn't go. Off the inbounds pass into the front court is Grace Cody, first touch of the ball. And the ball is knocked away and out of bounds off the hands of Grace. And it'll be an inbound pass for Cretin Derham Hall. And this time, it'll be Justina Butler, 5'8" senior into the front court. Out of the wing far side, Ettinger around the defender, goes Cody. Cody puts up the shot, and it's no good. The correction, Haley Moore with a shot, wrong, number 10. And the rebound belongs to Scouty into the front court. Sarah hasn't touched the ball much so far. Ball into that back court. And are we going to have an over and back? And it's going to go out of bounds, last touch by Stillwater. And Coach Joe Lynch wants to call timeout. Played a couple minutes on this first half. And it's 4-0 strength of Alex Pratt, 4 free throws. And she came in only as a 65% free throw shooter. This broadcast, too, is also made possible thanks to, want to thank John Ziegler and the ASK Attorneys at Law, ASK Attorneys at Law. They sponsored the first broadcast of the season. Our next broadcast of Raider basketball will be on the 10th of February. We mentioned the De La Salle doubleheader. And then we'll broadcast the final home game of the season for the Raiders against Woodbury on February 23rd. Next Stillwater girls basketball broadcast will be on January 30th against Roseville, as it features some 10 games featuring the Stillwater Ponies and 10 games featuring the Cretin Derham Hall Raiders. 5 boys basketball games, 4 girls games, and 1 hockey game. Pressure in the front court, and it's taken away by Pratt. Alex, 1-on-1. Again, Butler goes inside, and Justina got her. Justina Butler with the foul, 3rd team foul against the Raiders. And that should be an inbounds pass. It is. And Butler will come on. And Chanel Anderson Manning will come in, 5'8" senior. Off the inbounds pass, pony ball going inside. Up and no good by Scalia. The rebound taken down again by Sarah. Goes up top. There's Rachel Houle to Scalia. 3 for Sarah. It's going to be short off the iron. And goes out of bounds. It'll be Cretin Derham Hall basketball going right to left here in this first half. We mentioned JB 69-41 in favor of the Stillwater Ponies. And Raiders into the front court. Bounce pass and off the hands of Manning on the floor. 4-person tie, jump ball, possession arrow does belong to Cretin Derham Hall. And it'll be an inbounds pass underneath their own basket. Manning to do the honors. Baseline goes way up top to the post. Into the lane. Hottinger drives up off glass. Good. And Friday has her first 2, averaging 19 points the ball game, the 6'1" junior. And it's 4-2 in favor of Stillwater. Pratt into the front court, working the right wing, free throw line high off to Scalia. Sarah from the ridge. God's going to be way short. And the rebound, and over the back comes Hottinger. She came over the back of Grace Cody. And it'll be a foul on Hottinger. And that is her 4th foul. Inbounds pass. Who with the shot? Rachel's shot, no good. And Raiders with a rebound, 3-on-2, down court. Baseline pull-up, shot of the way. Haley's shot is no good. Haley Moore on the floor. Hottinger, rebound, back up, no good. 3rd time down, Mendez back up and jams. Ana Mendez, offensive board. Her first field goal. And the Raiders have come back to tie it up at 4-4. 14:34 to go here in the first half. Raiders flank man-to-man. Pratt using up the dribble. Off to Scalia. Gets the screen from Hool into the lane. Can't get a shot off. Hool way up top. Rachel goes baseline. Wide open shot from the corner. It is no good. Shot taken by Liz Ogren. First touch of the ball. And the rebound belonging to Hottinger. And the Raiders 3-on-2. Friday down the lane. Around Scalia. Shut up. No good. Rebound. Friday. Fade away up there. She is thrown to the floor. And I think Liz may have gotten that foul. And it is on Liz Ogren. 5'9" senior at the line is Franny Hottinger. Mentioned 19 points a ball game. Her average 31. Her season high. Trying to break the tie. She does. Hottinger with 3. And we've got our first lead change of the night. It is 5-4 in favor of the Raiders. They've scored 5 in a row. And Coach Willie Taylor's changing things up. Coming into the ball game is Delaney Wagner, 5'10", sophomore. Hottinger's second free throw is no good. And the rebound, Mendez, offensive board, knocked away and out of bounds. Also, Amber Scalia, 5'6", 8th grader, coming in. Willie mentioned we're going to play Amber a little bit more. Said she's going to be just as good as Sarah. Off the inbounds pass, Mendez, corner from Manning. Mendez goes inside, lays it up, no good. But fouled on the way in, I believe, by Amber Scalia. And it'll be an inbounds pass, and it is on Amber. And for Stillwater, that is their second team foul. And off the inbounds pass, Mendez, way up top. Actually, underneath Hottinger, wide open. Front 8. Oh, missed it in and out. And the rebound taken down by Pratt. Weaves her way through traffic into the front court. And she is fouled on the way in. And this time the foul is on, I believe, Sydney Jackson now in the ballgame, 5'4" sophomore. And the 5th team foul against the Raiders. Inbounds pass from the corner, 3 on the way for the pony shot by Delaney Wagner, no good. Back down court, 2-on-1. Loose ball on the floor, Hottinger tied up. And we have a whistle and a jump ball called. Possession arrow will belong to Stillwater. 13:38 to go in a 5-4 first half. Ponies with the first 4 points. Raiders with the next 5 points. And Pratt will come out of the ball game, and Scalia will come back in. Scalia, Wagner, Cody, Poole, and Amber Scalia now on the floor. Sarah crosses the timeline. Behind the back dribble. Off of the wing far side for Rachel Hool. Hool looking inside. Left-hand dribble. Steps as she's double teamed. Here's Sarah from Amber to the corner. Hool, Rachel, 3 on the way. It's no good. And the rebound taken down by Anderson Maddox. Down court pass underneath. Toss off into the corner. And there's Sydney Jackson out to the ridge. 3 on the way by Mendez. It's no good. And it goes out of bounds. And the ball last touch by Cretin Derham Hall. Ponies to inbound against the press. Kaylee Moore providing the press as Amber Scalia in the front court. Just an 8th grader around Manning. Wagner at the post. Delaney's pass up top for Scalia. Sarah gets the screen. Tom Hull goes inside, lays it up and off. Rebound, Scalia. And a foul on the board. And it might be on Haley Moore. And it'll be an inbounds pass. And the foul on the Ponies, that is their 6th team foul. Foul is on Autumn Mendez, her 2nd foul. Ponies inbound baseline, front court. And the pass, Wagner gets it up top for Hool. They reset the offense. Amber on the wing far side for Grace Cody. Cody sets the pick. Sarah off that screen. Picked up on the switch there by Paige Goling. Shot on the way. Good. By the Ponies, and it is 6-5. Getting the shot there was Paige Goling. And the Raiders respond with a basket of their own. We had 2 lead changes in 2 possessions. As picking up the basket for the Raiders was Haley Moore, her first field goal of the ball game. 7-6, Cretin Derham Hall. Liz Holgren. Ball knocked away. Saved by Scalia, or by Hool, get double team. Sarah into the lane, drive off to the corner, stepping back. 3 on the way, Wagner, no good. And the rebound taken down by Anderson Manning. Into the front court to the baseline. Hottinger, long 3, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. And it's last touched by Cretin Derham, by Stillwater. And Liz Holgren will come out for the Ponies. And coming into the ball game will be Peyton Bruggers, 5'10", a junior. Anderson Maddox, pass up top for Haley Moore. Moore on the wing near side. Sydney Jackson goes baseline drive. Off balance layup, no good. Rebound underneath to the ridge. Anderson Maddox, 3, in and out and in again. Chanel Anderson Manning with a 3. And it is 10-6 Raiders with a 4-point lead for the second time here in the first half. Amber scouting into the front court, off to Rachel Hool, free throw line, near side on the right wing. They go baseline for Bruggers. Peyton baseline drive, layup no good. Fought for the rebound and it's taken away by the Raiders. Long down court pass, Haley Moore in that corner, goes into the lane, stops, pops to the wing, far side. Wing baseline, Wagner leaves it up and in. A crack by Wagner, Sydney Jackson, the 5'4" sophomore. And the Raiders have now scored 7 in a row. It is 12-6. Cretin Derham Hall has a 6-point lead. Going in the lane, drive, Amber Scally up and in. Now, correction, Sarah Scally. Amber's 21, Sarah's number 14, 12-8. Favor of the Raiders. Raider basketball in the front court. They go corner, near side for Hottinger. Friday on the drive into the lane, up off glass, good, and basket counts and 1. Hottinger picking up her 5th point of the ball game. It's 14-8, and she'll go to the line to shoot the 3-point play. And Pratt will come in, and Amber Skelly will sit down. And the foul against the Ponies was Rachel Hool, her first foul. Hottinger misses the free throw on the floor, loose ball, and it's taken away by the Raiders and Paige goalie. Paige gets double teamed inside of Hottinger, out to the ridge. Anderson Manning, 3, this time no good. And the ball went out of bounds. Last touch by the Raiders. 10:09 to go here in the first half. It's 14-8. And we have a timeout on the floor. This broadcast courtesy of the Goodman Group, proud supporters of the Raider girls basketball program. Thank you, Craig. And the staff at Goodman Group, they provide senior living, health care, and residential communities to thousands of satisfied residents. With a seasoned team of more than 4,200 members, both nationally and internationally, they have that special flair and style that celebrates every stage of life. Success is a journey. At the Goodman Group, they have built theirs with a commitment to excellence, a culture of caring, and the highest standard of service for their residents and guests. Visit the website, thegoodmangroup.com, or call 952-361-8000. Our next broadcast, Friday night, right here. It'll be Cretin Derham Hall and Woodbury boys basketball, the battle for first place in the Suburban East Conference. By the way, the Cretin Derham Hall girls will be at Woodbury. And there is a link to that broadcast. Our friends at MN Prep Spotlight will be broadcasting that game. And you can find the link at my website, tjsportsonline.net. So, actually, we've got a doubleheader for you. Raider basketball, boys and girls, on Friday night. Saturday, we've got Stillwater girls hockey at Ace Ridge. Pratt into the front court. Stillwater trailing by 4. Pratt using up that dribble. Hool goes wing far side for Sketta. Sarah, the pick from Hool. Back to Rachel. Out of that wing far side. They go back up top once again. Scally on the move. Sarah leaves it off on the wing near side. For Delaney Wagner into the lane. There's Wagner from the corner. Misses everything. And Mendez with the rebound for Cretin Derham Hall. Long down court pass. Pulled up. Ettinger. Lizzie's shot no good. Follows up her own rebound. Goes inside. Double team whistle. And a jump ball called. Elizabeth Ettinger gets tied up on a double team. And the possession now does belong to Cretin Derham Hall. And a substitution for the Ponies. And Delaney Wagner will come out. And Taylor Brady, 5'8" junior, will come in. Off the inbounds pass, stolen away. Scalia into the front court, around the defenders, down the right wing, stops up off glass, good. And Sarah, her first or second field goal of the ball game. It's 14-10. Ponies within 4, shot it away, partially blocked, and taken away by the Ponies. Outlet pass from Brady to Scalia. Sarah, front court, and almost double dribble. And leaves it off to the wing near side for Bruggers. Peyton Bruggers. Pratt, Hool, Brady. And Bruggers on the floor for the Pony. Let's see, Hool, Scalia. And trying to get all 5 out there. Substitution, Joe Lynch is going to take out Franny Hottinger. And coming back in the ball game is Haley Moore for the Raiders. 8:57 to go. We played 9 minutes of this first half, 14-10. We've had 3 different lead changes. And now Pratt coming over the bench. Willie Taylor with some instructions. We have free throws. Oh, that's right, bonus time. I'm sorry. Pratt at the line where she is 4 for 4. And this time it's the 1-and-1. Free throw up. Free throw is good. She has 5 points. And it's 14-11. The last lead for Stillwater was at 6-5. Pratt, the freshman, makes another one. 6 for 6 from the charity stripe. 14-12. And pressure in the backcourt. Edinger throws it into a double team, but saved by Butler. Leaves it there from Mendez. Off it in the near corner. Into the lane. Pass underneath. Reverse layup. Moore. Good. Haley Moore with the field goal. Her 4th field goal. Nice assist from Paige Gooley. And it is 16-12, Cretin Derham Hall. Scalia out near the timeline. Being watched there by Paige Gooley. Goes inside, banks it off glass, and scores. Scalia with half a dozen. She has 6, and Pratt has 6. And it is 16-14. Raider basketball. Mendez up in the near corner. For Paige Gooley, shot from the wing, shot is good. Ettinger with a 2-pointer, 3. They're going to give her 2. Izzy Ettinger with a first field goal, and it's 18-14. The Raiders back up by 4. High post for Rachel Hool. Hool looking inside, the middle is collapsed. Scally off a screen from Hool to the wing. Pratt, long 3. Alex scores. And Alex Pratt has 9 points. 18-17, Ponies within 1. Mendez double team for Haley Moore. Down the lane to the baseline. Butler can't get to the pass as the Raiders turn it over. And Paige Gooley will come out. And Chantel Anderson Manning will come in for the Raiders. And now substitution for the Ponies. As Peyton Burgers comes out, Taylor Brady comes back in the ballgame. Freshman at 15, Allison Benning, 5'11", freshman in the ballgame. 15 at 45. There is 45, Taylor Brady. Clears it up top for Hool, looking inside. Skips it over the top. Going baseline, Pratt drive, lays it up and off. Rebound on the floor, loose ball taken away by Anderson Manning. 3-on-2 to the corner. Butler, Justina, goes back inside Mendez. Low post, turnaround, up and in. Count. And she was fouled. Mendez with her 4th point. And she will go to the line. Chance for a 3-point play. 20-17. And the Raiders are up by 3. 14 her season average. And 4 in the book. 21. Nope, missed the free throw. And the rebound belongs to Scalia. And Butler in the backcourt against Scalia. A lot of bumping going on. Scalia, front court. Sarah, free throw line high. Off of the wing near side for Taylor Brady. Up top, Poole back inside to Scalia. Goes low post, cut up by Butler. Turn, shoots, short off the iron. Rebound taken away by Haley Moore. Outlet pass. Edinger, front court, Lizzie, corner. 3 on the way. Anderson Manning up and off the rim. And up off the basket support. That one is out of bounds. It'll be Stillwater basketball with 6:34 to go. 20-17. Cretin Derham Hall 9-3 on the season and 5-1 here in the SEC. Scalia, Brady, Pratt, Manning, and Hool on the floor for the Ponies. Crossover dribble, Pratt to the corner for Rachel Hool. Good volleyball player. Pass up top near the line. Scalia takes it down the right wing behind the back dribble and pulls back on it. Reloads the offense. Bounce pass for Brady. Hitter. Cross court. Pratt not afraid. Three. In and out. Rebound taken out by Haley Moore. Moore. Ettinger. Mendez. Anderson Maddox. And Butler on the floor for the Raiders. Mendez in the near corner. Baseline drive. Inside layup. Off. No glass. No good. Rebound. It went out of bounds. And do we have a foul? Yes, we do. As Mendez was fouled on the way through the lane. And the foul is on Taylor Brady. That is her first foul. And Taylor will come out of the ball game. And Delaney Whiter will come in for the red and white. CDH to inbound. Anderson Manning was way up top. Here's Justina Butler to play the point guard spot. Ponies man-to-man defense. Edinger out of the wing, far side, back inside to Manning. Bounce pass underneath for Haley Moore to the quarter. On the move, Butler in the lane, running right-hand hook, no good. Rebound taken down by Benning, knocked away, whistle and a foul. Anderson Benning was fouled, I think, from behind by Butler. And the 8th team foul against Cretin Derham Hall, so that's bonus time at the other end. And the foul was that. Butler and Justina has her second foul. And Benning will go to the free throw line. Allison, 5'11" freshman, averaging 4 points a ball game. 20-17. Raiders, free throw 20-18. As Benning makes the free throw, the Ponies are 7 for 7 from the free throw line. 7 of their 18 points for the Chiardi Strat. Second and one for Benning, up and good. 8 for 8. And it's a 1-point ball game at 20-19. Edinger from Mendez. Anderson Manning front court. Mendez down the lane to the basket. Wide open. Oh, up and off. Rebound on the floor. And tied up. 4 players hit the deck. And who's got the ball? It'll be Stillwater basketball on the alternate possession. Anderson Manning providing a little pressure in the backcourt. And to Hool. And off the leg of Pratt gets it back. Now Alex will bring it up. So the Ponies with 2 freshmen on the floor right now. Alex Pratt down the right wing to the basket. Scoop shot up and in. And she has herself 11 points to lead the way. Leading the way for both teams, 21-20. Stillwater with the lead. Their 4th lead change in this first half. Hitting more into the lane. Hottinger back in the ballgame. Friday goes inside, lays it up, no good. Rebound Mendez forces it back up and off. Third time down, loose ball out of bounds off the hands of Rachel Hool. And the ball will belong to Cretin Derham Hall. 4:48 to go here in the first half. And substitutions. Anderson Manning will come out. And Sydney Jackson will come back in for the Raiders. Sydney to do the honors. Baseline. Goes way up top for Ettinger. Lizzie out of the ridge. Clearing pass. And there's Haley Moore. Moore goes wing far side. Long three. Ettinger. Lizzie shot is no good. Rebound though. Taken up by Jackson. Sydney. Top of the key. Ettinger. Another three. Lizzie. No good. And the rebound. Allison Benning. It is Pony basketball leading by 1. 21-20. 4:25 to go here in the first half. And Cyril, very slow dribble into the front court. Hool up that high post extended. Rachel Hottinger on her. And that's a 5-second call. Yep. Rachel Hool did not advance the basketball in 5 seconds. That's a turnover against Stillwater. It'll be Raider basketball. Raiders, their last win, their last time out against Forest Lake. Before that, I'd lost to Moundsview in Champlin Park. Here's Mendez. Under the hash mark near side. Mendez looking for some help. Haley Moore to set a pick. Mendez backs up on the wing for Edinger. Manning on her. Gets a pick from Moore. And going for the steal. Pratt and Alex got her on the arm. We got Sydney Jackson on the arm. And Alex Pratt has her first foul. 7th team foul against Stillwater. So it's bonus time. Sydney Jackson will go to the line. 5'4" sophomore, averaging a couple points a ball game. She will try to tie it up for the second time. And 4 lead changes, 1 tie. As Pratt will sit out. And I believe Anderson Manning free throw is up and good by Sydney Jackson. She's in the book. She has 3 points. It is Megan Lampright. First time we've seen her. She had a great game against Eastern. Megan Lampright in the ball game for Stillwater. As Ettinger will sit down. Coach Joe Lynch will change up point guards. Free throw, second one no good. As we have our second tie, 21-21. Ball knocked away and out of bounds. And last touch by Stillwater. And they'll inbound. We're side court. Yep, far corner. Into Jackson. Sydney, a long, high-arching 3, no good. Ball on her way. Underneath, off the hands of Hottinger. Off the hands of Moore. Belongs to Stillwater. We clear the 3:40 mark of this first half. Kelly into the front court working against Haley Moore. Goes inside, drives, running layup, no good. Rebound, Hool back up, no good. Third time down, Rachel triple team. Throws it up, no good, but there's a foul. Foul against the Raiders. I believe Paige Gooley got the foul. And it'll be 1-1 for Rachel Hool at the free throw line. And for Paige, and they're going to give the foul. Yeah, they did give the foul to Paige, and that is her first foul. Free throw missed by Rachel Hool. And that is the first miss tonight for Stillwater. Still 21 on. Mendez up top 3. Haley Moore. Bingo! Haley Moore with her third field goal. Her 7th point. And it's 24-21 in favor of the Raiders. Their second lead. Their biggest lead has been 6. Ponies' biggest lead has been 2. Into the front court. Shot it away. No good. By the Ponies. Taken away by the Raiders. As Haley Moore sprints into the front court. Another 3-minute mark. They go inside. Layup, block, whistle, foul. Mendez will go to the free throw line. She will shoot 2. A shooting foul against Stillwater. And the foul is on Rachel Hool, and that is her second foul. Out of Mendez, a couple of field goals, 4 points. Free throw up, free throw good. She averages 24 points a ball game. It is 25-21. And the Raiders have scored now 5 in a row. And Megan Lampright will come out of the ball game. Pratt coming back in. Second free throw, Mendez. Good. And she has half a dozen. 26-21, Cretin Derham Hall. And here comes Scalia. Benning, Pratt. Scalia and Hool on the floor for Stillwater. Scalia, bounce pass to the wing for Rachel Hool. Free throw line high. Against side. On the move, in the lane. Ball knocked away, stolen away. Hottinger whistle. And a reach-in foul against Stillwater. Might be on Delaney Wagner, the 5'10 sophomore. And it is on Delaney. That is her first foul. And at the other end, Riley Hottinger will shoot the 1-and-1. He has 5 points. Moore has 7. Mendez has 6. And Rachel Hool will come out. Coming back to the ball game is Grace Cody for Stillwater. Hottinger 1 for 1 from the line, and McDad 1 for 2. Missed the free throw. Still 26-21. Raiders by 5. Alex Pratt in the front court. Working against Sydney Jackson. Goes wing fire side for Allison Benning. In the lane, Sue Scalia. Out to the ridge. Liz Olgren wanted to shoot a 3. Couldn't handle the pass. Pratt into the lane. Throws one up, no good. And a blocking foul on the way in. Alex Pratt not afraid to sacrifice her body. The 5'3 sophomore. She'll go in among those tall trees. And the foul against the Raiders. And that'll be on Paige Gooley, her second foul. Pratt misses the free throw. And so Alex now 6 of 7 from the line, 11 points. 26-21. Second free throw by Pratt is good. And she has a dozen points. 26-22. And Megan Lampright will come into the ball game. And Delaney Wagner will sit down for Stillwater. Raider basketball. Trapped is Haley Moore down the line. And ball knocked away from Anderson Manning and out of bounds. Last touch by the Ponies. Raiders to inbound in front of their own bench. And Chanel will inbound. And she gets it way up top. Butler in the lane. Justina bounce pass. Knocked away. Loose ball on the floor. Pinball out to the corner. As Manning's pass up top into the lane. Baseline pass for Moore. Didn't see it. Pass from Anderson Manning off the hands of Haley Moore and out of bounds. It'll be Stillwater basketball after the turnover. Under the 2-minute mark of this first half in the Joe Mauer Fieldhouse. Suburban East Conference Girls Basketball on TJ Sports Online.net. Keep that address in mind. Get a lot more basketball and hockey for you throughout this winter sports season. Megan Lampright off in the corner. Liz Olgren hits the deck. And no travel out to Pratt. Alex on the move to a double team. Lays it up and in. Alex Pratt is just a freshman. And she has 14 points. It is 26-24. Low post for Butler. Knocked away by the Ponies. Scalia, 3-on-1. Underneath. Pratt lays it up and got another one. Make that 16 points for Alex Pratt. 26-26. The Ponies have come back to tie it up for the third time. And do we have free throws at the other end? Yes, we do. Foul against the Ponies on Megan Lampright, her first foul. And Sydney Jackson going to the free throw line. She has 3 points tonight. 2. Free throw good. And she has 4 points. And Ottinger will come out of the ball game for the Raiders. Coming back in is Lizzie Ottinger. 4 for the sophomore. Sydney's second free throw is no good. Rebound taken down by Betting. 27-26. Raiders with a 1 point lead. Closing in on the 1 minute mark. Pratt into the front court. Crossover dribble in the lane. Whistle and fouled on the way in. She is so quick. And just a freshman. Inbounds pass or correction. Free throws at the line. And what do I have her? 7 for 8 from the line. And 16 points. Free throw by Alex is good. Mentioned her season average of 19. She's got 18 or 17 right now. See, how am I doing? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep, 17. My 8th grade math doing good. 27-all, 28-27 in favor of Stillwater. In another lead change. The Ponies have their 4th lead in the ball game. And Benning will come out for the Ponies. And Delaney Wagner will come in. Raider ball, front court. Into the baseline. Moore goes inside for Butler. Justina can't handle the pass. Chases down. Inside. Ettinger lays it up and in. Lizzie has her 4th point. Her second field goal, 29-28 in favor of the Raiders. Stillwater basketball. Lampright, Megan out near the timeline. Pressured out there goes wing for Alex Pratt. Pratt looking for Scalia, but they are all over her. Pratt, free throw line high, lost the dribble, picks it back up again for Lampright. Megan on the move. 23 seconds to go, so plenty of time in the half. Tied up on a double team, lost the ball. Scalia there to retrieve. Sarah dribbled herself out of trouble. Ponies going for the last shot of the half. Scalia down the lane to the basket, lays it up and off. Rebound underneath Ogren, and it's fouled. Lizzie is fouled. Grace Cody, not Ogren. Grace Cody will go to the free throw line looking for her first points. 29-28, Cretin Derham home. Both teams in the double bonus. And Gracie's free throw is no good. She'll get a second. Trying to tie this one up for the 4th time. Stillwater again. Winners of 4 of their last 5. Now above 500 at 8-7. The 5'10" sophomore makes the free throw. She's in the book. Her first point. And it is 29-29. 5.5 seconds to go. Stillwater with pressure in the backcourt. Anderson Madden gets it in. Ettinger into the front court. Bounce pass to the corner. And shot up on the way, no good. Rebound bop, up, no good. First shot taken by Paige Golding. Second shot was taken underneath, I believe, by Haley Moore. It did not go. And guess what? We played 18 minutes and nothing's been decided. 29-29 our score here on TJSportsOnline.net. Looking for a new career in real estate? Contact Adam Nyberg, Branch Vice President with Coldwell Banker Burnett Realty in Stillwater. 651-329-5514. In the industry since 1994, Adam has the knowledge to educate and develop independent real estate agents to reach their maximum potential. Coldwell Banker agents know the value of personal relationships, especially when finding a home. Again, call Adam at 651-329-5514, 651-329-5514. Point totals in the first half. First of all, for Stillwater, we mentioned 8-7 on the season, 4-3 here in the SEC. Grace Cody with a point. Sarah Scalia held at just 6 points in the first half, 3 field goals. Liz Ogren did not score, but Alex Pratt, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 for Alex, and 19 her season average. 18 in the first half, including 9 of 10 from the free throw line. And Rachel Houle did not score. Allison Benning had a couple of free throws. And that's it for Stillwater. For the Raiders, a little bit more balance. Haley Moore, a 3 and 2 deuces, 7 points. Franny Hottinger with 2 deuces, 1 for 2 from the line. She has 5 points. Ada Mendez with 6 points, 2 field goals, 2 for 2 from the line. Chanel Anderson-Manning, she hit a 3 in the first half. Only 3 that we've seen so far tonight. Addinger with a couple field goals for 4. Stina Butler did not score. Paige Goldie did not score. Sydney Jackson had 4 points coming off the bench. Foul situation for the Raiders. Moore 1, Hottinger 1, Mendez 2, Butler 2, Goldie 2, Jackson 1. For Stillwater, foul situation, Liz Ogren 1, Alex Pratt 1, Megan Lampright 1, Rachel Houle 2, Delaney Wagner 1, Amber Scalia 1, and Tina Brady with 1. So that's a summary of this first half. Mentioned the JV game, and the Ponies led all the way, won by 28 points, 69-41. For the Raider girls, their next match will be Friday night at Woodbury. And a reminder, we have the link to that broadcast on our website, TJSportsOnline.net. And again, TJSportsOnline.net, there is a link there to the broadcast. We will have Cretin Derham Hall Raider boys basketball here at the high school against the Woodbury Royals, home and home with the Royals. Elsewhere on the Raider Sports calendar, the boys basketball team again Friday night, right here on TJSportsOnline.net. Then they go to Roseville on Tuesday, January 23rd. The Raider boys hockey team off to that 12-2-1 start, and they are in action tomorrow night. They will be at Woodbury, and then on Saturday they will be hosting White Bear Lake. And Cretin Derham Hall Raider girls hockey, they're off to a 10-8-1 start. And let's see, the girls will be at Hill Murray on a Friday night, and then at Park Cottage Grove on January 20th. And the wrestling team for the Raiders, let's see, their next action will be tomorrow night when they host Park Cottage Grove here at the high school. Taking a look at the Stillwater schedule, the girls basketball team will be at Princeton on Saturday. Next Tuesday, they'll be taking on Forest Lake. Stillwater boys basketball team looking to stamp a long losing streak. They'll be on the road tomorrow night, or actually Saturday afternoon, at Moorhead. Then at Forest Lake, finally home on Friday, January 26th, against the Woodbury Royals. Stillwater boys hockey team, we saw them earlier against Cretin Derham Hall, and they will be hosting Matamidi tomorrow night, 7:30, at the Blizzard Rink, St. Croix Valley Rec Center. Saturday the 20th, they'll take on Moundsview. Then a couple road games, Park Cottage Grove and Eden Prairie. That Thursday game, January 25th, at the Eden Prairie Community Center. That'll be our next Stillwater boys hockey broadcast here on TJSportsOnline.net. Stillwater girls hockey. They are 5-11-3 on the season. And they're trying to snap a 2-game losing streak. They lost to Edina the last time out. Tomorrow night they'll be hosting Matamidi at St. Croix Valley Center. And then at East Ridge on Saturday, January 20th. That is our next Stillwater girls hockey broadcast. Saturday, January 20th. And that'll be from Bielenberg Arena. And we'll have that game for you here on TJSportsOnline.net. Stillwater boys wrestling team. I believe they're off to a 9-7 start in dual meets. And a couple of wins, Little Falls and Coon Rapids. Then tomorrow night they'll be at Forest Lake. Tough duty. Forest Lake very good. Friday at East Ridge. And on Thursday, January 25th, they'll be hosting Cretin Derham Hall. So we're up to date on the calendars for these two schools. Mater sponsoring tonight's broadcast is the Goodman Group of Chaska. Their mission is to create and manage living environments that emphasize quality of life and enable residents and staff to achieve an optimum level of well-being. The Goodman Group's senior living, healthcare, and residential communities provides homes and services for some 10,000 residents. Those who have chosen their communities as their home experience a luxurious lifestyle that delivers comfort, care, and value. Visit their website, thegoodmangroup.com, or call us 952-361-8000. Our next Raider girls basketball broadcast will be on Saturday, February 10th against De La Salle, and then the 23rd against Woodbury. So about a boys basketball, again, Friday night here against Woodbury. We also have the De La Salle game. And then on March 1st, from Shenneker Arena at St. Thomas University, the Raider boys taking on the Eden Prairie Eagles. And that'll be an 8 o'clock start, by the way. And that'll be here again here on TJSportsOnline.net. For Stillwater, our next broadcast for Stillwater, again, girls basketball coming up, girls hockey coming up on Saturday night. Boys basketball on the 23rd against Roseville. The 25th, we've got Stillwater boys hockey at Eden Prairie. And I'm trying to do this off the top of my head. We have some 10 Raider events this winter, 10 Stillwater Pony events. And all you need to do is go to our website that is so manfully arranged and put together by Tom Ritchie. By the way, he's going to be up to his neck in snow this weekend. The Silver Fox is going to be at the John Bear Grease race up there in the North Country. But he's used to that. He's from the North Country, the Twin Ports. And we wish him the best of luck. Just get back in time for January 25th game at Eden Prairie. Boys hockey. We're at halftime. 29-29 is our score. And I'm going to take a quick break. And we'll be back with the second half in just seconds. All right, last jug of water ready to go. And it'll be Raider basketball. First shot of the half. And it belongs to Justina Butler. And she picks up her first field goal on the ball game. 4 points to ball game, 31-29. As the Raiders have their 5th lead of this contest. Pony basketball. There's Rachel Houle. Alex Pratt into the corner for Skelly. Knocked away from her. Taken away by Haley Moore. Raider basketball. Moore front court. Butler in that corner. Trap. Goes inside. Wide open. Laid up. Mendez. Ana Mendez has 8 points, and the Raiders have scored the first 4 points of this second half. 33-29. Raiders, their biggest lead has been 6. Ponies' biggest lead has been 2. We've had 4 ties, 6 different lead changes from the baseline. Shut up. No good by the Ponies. Shot taken there by Liz Ogren. And a second shot, no good. Third time down belongs to Hottinger. Mendez, front court, underneath. Butler off her hands and out of bounds. Butler couldn't handle the pass from Mendez. Turnover against the Raiders. Scalia, Pratt, Poole, Ogren, and Grace Cody on the floor for Stillwater. 33-29. Favor of CDH. Atop the conference by half a game in the SEC. Rachel Houle at the high post extended against Hottinger in the man-to-man. On the wing near side for Ogren. Clearing pass back up top. Scalia tries to go inside. Cut off by Moore. Crossover dribble. Goes inside. Lays it up and in. And Scalia with 8 points. Well below her season average of 26. 33-31. Raider basketball front court. Left-right skip pass over the top of Mendez. Corner for Ettinger. And she's working against Grace Cody. Clearing pass up the line. Mendez to reload the offense. Using up that dribble. Ettinger against Grace Cody. Ettinger goes wing far side. Butler open 3. Justina, no good. And the rebound taken out by Scalia. Outlet pass front court. And off the hands of Liz Ogren. And out of bounds. No, they say the Raiders touch it last. It'll be Stillwater basketball as Liz will inbound the basketball in front of her own bench. And she'll get it into Alex Pratt. Pratt with 18 points in the first half. 18 of their 31. Pratt, the freshman transfer from North St. Paul. Crossover dribble to the corner. Ogren, 3. Good! Liz Ogren, her first 3 basket of the ball game. 34-33. Guess what? We got another lead change. It is 34-33 in favor of Stillwater. Good basketball game. Very competitive. Andrew to the high post. Handoff. Hottinger on the wing from Mendez. Goes inside. Up off glass and scores. Mendez in double figures. The first for the Raiders. 10 points. And Raider lead 35-34. We've got a timeout on the floor with 15:25 to go here in the second half. Officially 5 ties and 7 different lead changes. Girls basketball, by the way, the rankings came out earlier this week in Class 4A here in the state. Eastview Lightning are ranked number 1. And that tall NBA team out of Wayzata, they are second at 15. What do they go? 6-3, 6-2, 6-1, 6-1. They are so good. Hopkins number 3, then Lakeville North. St. Michael Albertville, Champlain Park, who the Raiders lost to a couple of games ago. They're number 6, then Centennial. The Raider girls are number 8. And then Roseville and Minneapolis South. That is Class 4A. Pony basketball right to left here in the second half. The Jamara Fieldhouse. Pratt into the front court, using up that dribble. Goes wing near side for Houle against Hottinger. Top of the key for Grace Cody. Cody the wing and through the hands of Ogren. Out of bounds. The Ponies turned it over without a shot. Pony girls hockey on Saturday night from Bielenberg. Stillwater Pony girls and the Eastern Drafters here on TJSportsOnline.net. And we had some folks come up here wondering about the broadcast address. Thank you for checking us out. Just check out the banner we've got hanging from the rafters. Here's the layup by Hottinger. Nice assist inside from Haley Moore. And Hottinger has her 7th point of the ballgame. Her season average has been 19. 37-34. The Raiders by 3 in the lane. Drive, shot up and good by Scalia. And Sarah finally in double figures with 10. 37-36. Down court. Underneath. Hottinger, low post. Turnaround. Good. Hottinger. The shooting is picked up here in the second of Hottinger with 9. 39-36, they trade baskets. Steal by Butler. Justina against Pratt. Coast to coast. Drive. Lays it up. And in. Butler with the body. And Justina has her 4th point. All this half. 41-36. Pratt into the lane. Double team to Scalia. Up top for Rachel Houle. Pratt. NBA 3 fakes the shot. Free throw line high. Hits the deck. Did she travel? No, she was held. Haley Moore cannot believe it, as Moore will pick up her 2nd foul. And the first team foul against Cretin Derham Hall. And it'll be Ogren to inbound the basketball. And off the inbounds, they go inside. Stolen away by Hottinger. Hottinger clearing pass and gets it off. As Butler clears the timeline, goes inside for Ettinger. She stepped down the baseline. Stillwater basketball. Again, it is Pratt, Scalia, Houle, Ogren, and Cody on the floor. 41-36, Cretin Derham Hall. Scalia front court against Haley Moore. Back to the basket, hands it off to Alex Pratt. Pratt hands it off for Scalia on the weave. Long 3 up top. No good. Hottinger with a rebound. Hottinger pushes it into the front court, into the lane, to the wing. Ettinger, 20-footer, no good. And Pratt with a rebound. Alex, hesitation dribble, gets it into the front court. Pony down by 5. A 3 for Scalia. Sarah scores! And Sarah Scalia has her 42nd three-pointer of the season. She's got 13. She's picking it up. 41-39 Raiders. Butler into the lane for Moore. Stolen away by the Ponies. Scalia, 2-on-2. Front court. Hesitation dribble. Knocked away from behind by Butler. And out of bounds. And substitution. Anderson Manny will come in. Justina Butler will come out for the Raiders. We played 4 minutes, 5 minutes of the second half. Inbound to the Ponies, corner for Scalia. Sarah, baseline pull-up shot is no good. Rebound, her own, back up and in. Offensive board. And she's got 9 this half, 15 for the ballgame. Tie number 6, 41-41. Raiders left to right. Ettinger on the wing far side. Hottinger against Cody. Takes Gracie inside. Steps back. 15-footer, no good. Rebound, Moore. Ball down the way back up by Ogren. Liz Ogren will get called for the shooting foul. That'll be her 2nd foul. Now scoreboard says 3. Okay, go with that. Haley Moore at the free throw line. Moore's free throw is good. And she has 8 points. 42-41. And the Raiders have their 7th lead. And substitution, Mendez will come out for the Raiders. And coming in is Paige Golding. Second free throw by Haley Moore is hooked to good. She has 9 points. Raiders by 2, 43-41. And now substitution, Ogren will come out. And Delaney Wagner will come in for Stillwater. Pony basketball, Alex Pratt gets the handoff from Scalia. Pratt against Anderson Manning. Pratt double post or double screen. Can't use it. Looking to clear. Tied up. Down the wing, Scalia. Sarah trapped in the corner. Works it back up the line. Hands it off to Pratt. Goes baseline. Pull up from 10. No good. Rebound. Spot 4. Whistle. Jump ball. And the possession arrow belongs to Stillwater. 43-41. Cretin Derham Hall with 12-11 to go here in this ball game. Stillwater won the JV game. Way up top on the inbound. Scalia, free throw line. Shot is blocked by Hottinger. Taken away by Friday. And it's Raider basketball. Scalia got rejected. Moore into the front court. Ettinger out of the wing. Goes up top. Haley Moore. They play it around the perimeter. Hottinger head fake. In the lane. Drive. Left-hand layup. No good, but she was fouled by Rachel Houle on the way in. And for Houle, that could be her 4th foul. Or 3rd. Let's wait and see. And it is her 3rd foul. At the line, Hottinger with 9 points. And free throw up and good. She's in double figures with 10. And the Raiders are 3 for 3 from the line. 44-41. Horn sound substitution. Rachel Houle will come on. And Peyton Bruggers will come in for the Stillwater Ponies. Ottinger looking for 11 and gets it. 45-41. Pressure in the backcourt. Stolen away by Anderson Manning into the lane. Clearing pass up top 3. Haley Moore. No good. And the rebound. Pot 4 goes off the hands of Anderson Manning and out of bounds. Or Grace Cody. Referee couldn't decide. They called a jump ball and possession of it belongs to the Raiders. Anderson Manning gets it in to Lizzie Ettinger. To Chanel into the lane. Knocked away. Loose ball on the floor. Retrieved by the Raiders. 11:35 to go. Ettinger out near the timeline. High post for Haley Moore. Goes inside. Ottinger throws one up. No good. Partially blocked on the way out by Grace Cody. Last touch by Stillwater. CDH will inbound underneath their own boards. It'll be Paige Goalie to inbound. Gets it in to Ettinger. Back to the corner for Goalie. Back up the line. Ettinger looking inside the double teaming. Ottinger. Lizzie, top of the key against now a 2-3 zone. And into the corner. Ettinger around the screen. 3 up and good. And Ettinger has her 7th point. 48-41. That's the biggest lead of the ballgame for either team. Raiders by 7 with 11 minutes to go. Pony basketball. Scouty up front court. Sarah goes inside. Crossover dribble. Throws one up and it rolls off. Rebound. Tied up. Whistle. Jump ball. And it belongs to Stillwater. Wagner inbounds. Wagner, Cody, Bruggers, Scouty, and Pratt on the floor for Stillwater. Wagner goes way up top for Sarah Scouty, just a junior. There's Pratt, just a freshman. Raiders, man-to-man, up by 7. Pratt out near the timeline. Takes it inside, stops, and we have an offensive foul through the elbow. Alex Pratt trying to clear herself for that shot, picks up her 2nd foul. And the 2nd team foul against the 3rd team foul against Stillwater in this half. And the 2 belong to Liz Ogren. It'll be a Raider basketball. And Haley Moore will come out of the ball game for the Raiders. And I'll wait and see who came back in. Oh, Alex Mendez came back in. Ettinger for Mendez against Scouty. Underneath, wide open. Ettinger up and in and one. Ettinger got behind the defense. She's got 5 this half, 9 for the ball game, and the Raiders are leading by 9. Ettinger, chance for a 3-point play. Free throw up. Free throw is no good. Hung a while. Dropped off. By the way, the foul against Stillwater's Lindy Wagner, her 2nd foul. Pony basketball. Peyton Bruggers for Scouty. Scouty working atop that circle. Gets a pick there from Grace Cody. Goes up top for Pratt. Pony down by 9. To Scouty on the handoff. Sarah into the lane. Knocked away. But it's retrieved there by Cody. And the Ponies reload. We play the 10-minute mark of this ball game. Pratt with a screen. Pratt double team. Shovel pass. And saving it is Bruggers. Peyton Bruggers way out of the ridge. Goes cross court. Ball knocked away. Thrown away by the Raiders. Coming back down court. Behind the defense. Anderson Manning is fouled from behind. Fouled by Delaney Wagner. And Delaney will have her 3rd foul. And Chanel Anderson Manning will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. And let's see what Chanel's done. A 3-point in the first half. That's been it. 50-41. The Raiders by 9. Looking to increase the lead to double figures. And she does. She's got 4 points. Raiders are 5 of 6 from the line this half. 51-41. And coming out is Wagner. Coming out is Bruggers. Ogren back in the ball game. Benning coming back in the ball game. And the shot up by Anderson Manning is no good. Rebound, loose ball on the floor. And they dive for it. 4-person type. And the jump ball and possession arrow shows in favor of the purple and gold. Sidney Jackson on the ball game. Gets it in to Anderson Manning. Back to Jackson. Up top from Mendez. Autumn goes wing near side. In the corner for Goldby. Shot up, no good. Paige Gold, excuse me. And the rebound taken away by the Pony. Back down court. Pratt. Shovel pass. Coming back. Stolen away by Manning. down court. Did I say that? Mendez scores. And Autumn has a dozen points, and the Raiders have pulled away to a 12-point lead here in the first half. Autumn Mendez now 6 in each half, 53-41. Proud supporter of Cretin Derham Hall Sports and the girls basketball team is Ask LLP Attorneys at Law. They're passionate about helping clients and co-counsel reaching their goals. Ask LLP, a close-knit team of smart, hardworking, and dedicated attorneys who leave no stone unturned in their drive to get the job done right. Give them a call, John Siegler and the folks out there on Egan Woods Drive in St. Paul, 651-436-9665. Correction, that's 4. I can't read my own handwriting. 651-406-9665. Anyway, John Siegler, the assistant coach on Phil Lynch's squad. Thank you for helping us out on our broadcast. Also want to give a shout out to some of the other Raider sponsors during the season. The Genio's Fabulous Italian Restaurant on West 7th. Tommy Chicago's Pizzeria out there in Mendota Heights. Plum's Restaurant on Snelling, 3R Max on West 7th. Thank you all for making it possible. The Cretin Derham Hall Development Office has been broadcasting Raider football, basketball, volleyball, and hockey this season. Pratt into the front court. Ponies are down by 12. What a run. It was 39 all. And that's a 14-2 run by the Raiders. Scally with the basketball. Bounce pass for Pratt against Anderson Manning. Goes inside of the post. There's Benning. Allison right hand hook. Up and off. Rebound taken down by Hottinger. Christian, that's Mary Fultz out there. 6'4 sophomore. 25, not 15. Steal by Scally. Goes inside. Lays it up and in. Scally with a steal on a basket. And Sarah has 11 points this half. 17 for the ball game. 53-43. And I apologize. Not Benning, but Mary Fultz on the floor for the Ponies. 6' sophomore. And we have a turnover against the Raiders. Stillwater basketball. Hottinger will come on. Tyler Moore will come in. Butler will come in. And Anderson Manning will sit out. So Pratt, Scally, Ogren, Cody, and Fultz on the floor for the Ponies. Scally with the basketball. Sarah was cross-court to the pass for Pratt. Going baseline drive, lays it up and off. Rebound on the floor, loose ball taken away by the Raiders. Haley Moore clears herself, gets it off to Mendez. Paige Goldie out there in the corner for Sydney Jackson. They play catcher on the perimeter. And there's Goldie going inside to the corner. 3 for Justina Butler, no good. Rebound Moore, Haley, right hand hook back up, no good. Third time down, out of bounds. And last touch by Paige Goldie and the Raiders. It'll be Stillwater basketball, 7:51 to go. And a 10-point Cretin Derham Hall lead. As Alex Pratt into the front court. Under there by Moore, Scally. As Sydney Jackson on her, Scally. Buck takes it down the right wing. Into a double team, lost the possession, turned it over. Raider basketball. And we have a foul trying to get it back. Mary Fultz will pick up her first foul. And for the Raiders, or for the Ponies, it'll be their 6th team foul. And TDH to inbound. Rachel Hu will come in for Stillwater. Reese Cody will sit down. And Fultz will come out. And Benning will come back in for Stillwater. It's Mendez, Butler, Jackson, Ettinger, and Moore inside for the Raiders. We have a traveling call against the Raiders off the turnover. Stillwater basketball in the backcourt. Stillwater on the road up at Princeton, up Highway 169 on Saturday. Raider girls on Friday night at Woodbury. The broadcast link, tjsportsonline.net. Put a bookmark. And Ogren goes into the post for Rachel Houle against Butler. And goes up the line. Whistle, she traveled. As Stillwater turns the ball over. And we have a substitution. Hottinger will come in. Sidney Jackson will sit down for Cretin Derham Hall. Friday night Stillwater boys basketball right here against Woodbury. Battle for supremacy in the SEC. And we'll have that broadcast for you. TJ Sports Online. Mendez front court for the Raiders. Baseline Moore goes inside. Pulls up from 10. It doesn't go. Rebound taken away by Betting. And we have a whistle and a hold by Mendez. And Autumn will pick up her third foul. Second team foul against Cretin Derham Hall in the first 10 minutes of this second half. So Raider boys basketball Friday night. Stillwater girls hockey on Saturday night. Next week we've got Stillwater boys hockey from Eden Prairie. After tonight we have 2 more Raider girls basketball games. On the 10th against De La Salle. On February 23rd against Woodbury. With the basketball is Hoole. Off in the lane. Bruggers lost the dribble. Picks it up again. Then tied up. Whistle jump ball. Possession belongs to Stillwater. Stillwater, we've got one more game with the Stillwater girls, and that'll be on the 30th, I believe, of January against Roseville. As Burgers will come up back for the Ponies, and Benning will come back in. Stillwater basketball. Poole from the baseline, front court. Bounce pass up the line for Scalia. 53-43 Raiders, 6:25 to go. Scalia hands it off far side for Lampright now in the ball game. Going baseline, Hoole drives, lays up, no good. Rebound taken down by Mendez. Through a double team. Mendez looking down court for not much. Nothing there. Mendez clears front court against Lampright. They go far corner, do the Raiders. Trapped in that corner. And we have a traveling call against Justina Butler. Yeah, the Raiders should it over in the front court. Raider girls looking for their 10th win of the year. Ponies looking for their 9th win of the year. Here's Scouty off a pick from Hoole. Launches a 3. It doesn't go. Rebound, loose ball. Last touch by Butler and out of bounds. Stillwater will retain possession. Oh, they changed the call. Coach Taylor can't quite agree. And it'll be CDH basketball. And Anderson Manning will come in, and Butler will sit down for the purple and gold. I like to say purple and gold after I went ballistic on Sunday. Off the inbounds, pressured by the Ponies. And Chanel into the front court. Chanel goes corner, far side for Moore. Clearing pass back up top. Raiders not too intent on getting the kind of running the clock. Underneath, wide open, Ettinger. Lizzie scores. Ettinger with 7 this half. She's in double figures with 11. And the Raiders have a 12-point lead again. Hesitation dribble. Pratt goes inside, lays it up, no good. Ponies are very cold shooting second half. Ettinger front court to the corner. 3 on the way. Ettinger, no good. And the rebound taken away by Alex Pratt. Cleared the 5-minute arc. Mark Pratt goes inside and a blocking foul against Chanel. And looking at the referee saying, are you kidding me? And that is her first. And the third team foul against Cretin Derham Hall. Inbounds pass for the Ponies. 55-43. Again, it was 39 all. And then quite a run. What was it? 14-2 run by the Raiders. Into the low post for Scouty. Sarah doubles team. Lost the dribble. And it's Raider basketball. Good defense. Mendez walks it into the front court. Hottinger off on that far corner. There's Ettinger looking inside for Friday. Not there. Raiders killing some time off that clock. Mendez against Hoole in that far corner. Works it back up the line. Hoole shot out instruction. Now near the timeline. Against Hoole again. Takes her down the wing. Goes inside. Shot is blocked there by Scouty. Taken away though by Betting. And it's Stillwater basketball. Scouty in the front court. Sarah, coast to coast drive. Lays it up and off. Rebound taken down by the Raiders. Ponies have missed their last 5 shots. Ettinger front court. Up top Moore. Head fake into the lane. And dribbles it off her knee and out of bounds. It'll be Stillwater basketball. I'm Tom Merchant. Voice of TJ Broadcast Services. as Tom Ritchie. Tom, number 2 on camera. Heading up to the John Bear Grease Sled Dog race up north. Hoping not to get buried in the snow because they won't be able to pick him out without Silver here, the Silver Fox up there. Sponsoring tonight's broadcast again, thank you to Craig Ettinger and the Goodman Group out there in Chaska. And you can visit their website, thegoodmangroup.com, or call 952-361-8000, 952-361-8000. And a broadcast also brought to you by the good folks at Coldwell Banker Burnett Realty down there in the St. Croix Valley. Adam Nyberg and Anita White, 651-329-5514. And Anita's number is 651-392-5481. Raider basketball again. Boys basketball Friday night. Raider girls basketball Friday night. The count opponent is Woodbury. And the broadcast link right here. TJSportsOnline.net. Coming out of the break. With 4:08 to go. And for the Ponies, it'll be Houle, Scalia, Benning, Pratt, and Megan Lampright in the ball game. And Megan gets it into Pratt. And for the Raiders, Anderson Manning, Lizzie Ettinger, Haley Moore, Franny Hottinger, and Autumn Mendez. Corner, Scalia, 3, no good. And the rebound taken away by the Ponies. Back inside Pratt. Cut off there by Anderson Manning. Alex will reload. Ponies, I think, have missed now 6 straight from the field. That's the 12-point deficit. Pratt misses another one. Rebound. Anderson Manning hits the deck, lost the ball, but did not travel. Ettinger into the front court. And we have an official's timeout. Yep, we got a Pony down. Megan Lampright is down on the floor, and the training staff out to take a look at her. Looks like a leg injury. Megan had such a great game against Eastridge in our first broadcast of Pony basketball here recently. And again, training staff from both of these two teams taking a look at Megan. We mentioned the top 10 in girls basketball in the state. Class 3A, Robindale Cooper. The Hawks are number 1, Holy Angels number 2 in the Northfield. The Red Wing Wingers, Matamedi, and De La Salle, Wilmer, Waseca, Waconia, and Chisaga Lakes. In Class 2A girls hoops, the Main Streeters of Sauk Center are number 1. The Dilworth Glendon Felton number 2. Maranatha Christian Academy number 3. Rush City number 4. Minnehaha Academy number 5. Then Holy Family, Watertown Mirror, Norwood Young America, Stewartville, and Roseville. In Class 1A girls basketball, Lyle Pacelli number 1. The Goodhue Wildcat defending state champions in Class 1A. They're number 2. Mountain Iron Buell number 3. Big Fork 4, then Hayfield. Ada Borup, Norman County West, number 6. And Megan is slow in getting up, and she'll be helped off. It's her right knee, right leg. And they're carrying her over towards the bench. And that does not look good. Wish her the best luck. Megan Lampright, 5'4", junior. And coming out of the break, 55-43, 3:36 to go. Raider basketball, Ettinger goes inside. Layup by Haley Moore is up and off. Rebound, Hottinger, step away. It's up, no good. Third time down off her hands, gets it back, leaves it up and in. Persistence for Franny Hottinger. And she has 8 this half, 13 for the ballgame. 57-43. Raiders with their biggest lead, 14 points. Alex Pratt for the Ponies out near the half court against Anderson Manning. Pratt behind the back dribble, goes inside, lays it up and off. Another miss by the Ponies. As Chanel into the front court, kind of behind dribble, goes inside, lays it up, no good. Rebound Hottinger, fades away, no good. Third time down, Houle with the basketball. Outlet pass, Pratt, front court, in the lane, to the corner, 3, Scalia, Sarah, good! Sarah Scalia with, 14 points this half, 57-46. She had 6 at the break, 2 threes and 4 deuces this half for 14 points. So 20 tonight for Sarah. 26 has been her season average. Boys High School basketball, the polls this week find the Cretin Derham Hall Raiders #1. And then the Hopkins Royals, Kenny Novak's team, at #2, Lakefield North 3. Then Eden Prairie. Raiders and Eden Prairie on March 1st from Sheneker Arena. And we'll have that game for you here on TJ Sports Online. Eden Prairie A is #4 with all those sophomores. Apple Valley 5 at Osseo Park Center, Edina Chaska and Rochester John Marshall. Coming out of the break, it'll be Raider basketball against a full court press as Ettinger gets double team, splits the double team, and gets fouled. Fouled down the way in by Amber Scouting. And substitution Benny will come in. As Tori Shute was in there for a few seconds, 5'7" junior. And it is Pony basketball. Hool, Amber Scouting, Alex Pratt, Sarah Scouting, Annette Benning. Pratt double teamed out of that wing. Up to Hool. Alex gets a return pass. Goes baseline against Butler. Back up the line. Skip pass over the top. Amber Scouting goes baseline. Pulls up from 15 and scores. Amber Scouting, the 8th grader, has the deuce. 57-48. The lead is cut to single digits. A 9-point Raider lead. Almost a steal by Pratt. Saved by Butler. Underneath, wide open. Franny scores. Ottinger with 10 this half. 15 for the ballgame. 59-48. The lead is double digits. 2 minutes to go. Pony basketball. Amber Scouting takes it down the wing. Gets a pick. Can't use it. Goes up top on the clear for Rachel Hool. Gets Ottinger. Goes baseline. Using up that dribble. Clearing pass up the line for Benning. Leaves it off for Pratt. Gets double team. Pratt goes inside. Lays it up and off. Rebound taken down by Ottinger. What a cold shooting half for the Ponies. They cannot buy a basket this half. Ottinger give and go out of the corner. Lays it up. No good. And Benning with a rebound on the Pratt. And she is fouled by Justina Butler coming back. And that'll be just the 4th team foul against Cretin Derham Hall. And Alex Pratt up and limping a little bit, scaring the Pony fans out there. In fact, she's going to sit down as Tori Shute will come into the ballgame. And now both coaches are going to clear the benches. Butler comes out. Anderson Manning will come in for Cretin Derham Hall. Poole, Scallion, both Scallions. Benning. And Shute on the floor. A 3 from Amber. Scores! Amber Scouting with 5 this half. 59-51 with 1:17 to go. Don't forget, our next Pony broadcast will be Saturday night from the Baylorburg Arena. SEC Girls Hockey Eastridge and the Stillwater Ponies. And then a non-conference game on Thursday, January 25th, Stillwater Boys and Eden Prairie from the Eden Prairie Community Center. As again, we are featuring 10 games for both of these schools this winter. 10 Stillwater games, boys and girls basketball, and 10 Raider games, including basketball, both boys and girls. And we had a game, one hockey game among that schedule, Cretin Derham Hall and Stillwater. And that very good Raider hockey team defeating the Ponies by a score of 4-2. 1:17 to go, coming out of the break. And it'll be Raider basketball in the backcourt against the 1-2-1 zone press. 1-2-1-1 zone press. Come on, Witchy. Mendez to inbound. And she'll get it in to Manning, Anderson Manning. To Mendez. She was fouled immediately by Amber Scuddy. And that is team foul number 6. Or is that 7? Looks like Mendez going to the free throw line. Yep, that's number 7. And Mendez with 6 in each half. A dozen points, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Adam averaging 14 points a ball game. Has a dozen. Nope, she missed the free throw. Front end of the 101. Rebound Moore. Haley tied up jump ball. And the possession arrow favors Cretin Derham Hall. 1:11 to go, an 8-point Raider lead. Inbounds underneath Moore. Low post turnaround up, no good. Rebound taken away by the Ponies front court for Pratt. Alex for three, launches it and scores. Oh, they're going to give her two. Alex Pratt with just her first field goal in the second half. 20 points, 18 points in the first half, just two here in the second half. Does that tell you something? There's a dribble off the leg of Haley Moore as the Raiders turn it over. 59-53, a two-possession lead. Ponies could cut it to a one-possession lead. 50 seconds to go. Pratt front court, Alex. Free throw line high into the lane. Drive, whistle, and a foul. And a foul. That's just the 15th foul against the Raiders, so no free throws. Before the shot or after the shot? And they ruled it was before the shot. As Anderson Manning picking up her second foul. Ponies to inbound. 45-6 on the clock. They get it inside. Scalia. Sarah scores. Scalia with 16 points this half. 25 for the ball game. Whistle and a foul in the backcourt against Pratt. And that'll send the Raiders to the free throw line on their 8th foul of this half. So Scalia just 6 in the first half. And 16 here in the second half, 22 points. Ettinger will go into the free throw line. And substitution, Benning will come in for the Ponies. And Tori Shute will sit out. Lindsay with 7 this half, 11 for the ball game. 0 for 1 for the line. 59-55. Free throw. Good. Full two-possession lead. A 5-point lead. A dozen for the 5'8" senior point guard. Second free throw. Make that 13. 61-55 with 37 seconds to go. Ponies to try to bring it up against the press. Get it in to Alex Pratt against Chanel. Pratt into the front court. Pass ahead. Benning goes inside, lays up. And it's no good, but she was fouled on the way up. And Benning will go into the free throw line. Let's see what Allison has done tonight. 2 free throws in the first half. Fouled against Hodger. That is her 3rd foul. Free throw by Benning is up and good. She is 3 for 3 from the line. 5'11" freshman. And Hettinger coming back in the ball game, and Butler will sit out. 61-56. A 5-point lead for the Raiders. 30 seconds to go. Benning second free throw. Bingo. Benning with 4. And more substitutions. Benning will come out. And Shute will come back in. Ponies with the full court press again. Mendez to inbound. Gets it into Ettinger. Knocked away. It's thrown away by the Ponies. And there's Tori Shute, dribbles it off the leg, and then off the leg of Anderson Manning and out of bounds. It'll be Stillwater basketball. And substitution, Butler will come in. Ettinger will sit out. A little suspense still left in this ball game. A 12-point lead has been dissipated down to 4. Actually a 14-point lead. And Shute will come out. And coming back in is Grace Cody for the Ponies. The lead is 4. Pony basketball way up top for Scalia. Sarah against Hottinger. Scalia looking for a screen. Gets it from Pratt. And then picked up by Anderson Manning. Off to Rachel Houle. Free throw line. Shot up on the way by Cody. No good. And the rebound taken down by Hottinger. Hottinger double team to the backcourt. Goes cross court to the pass for Chanel. And she was fouled by Amber Scalia. I don't have the shooting stats in the second half, but the Ponies, it's got to be less than 30%. Just a cold shooting half. Otherwise, this could be quite a ball game. At the line is Chanel Anderson Manning. Free throw up. Free throw. First one is good. She has 5 points. 2 for 2 from the line. 62-57 with just 5.7 seconds to go. Second free throw up and also good. And that's half a dozen for Mills. The lead is half a dozen. 63-57. Pratt, NBA 3, no good. Buzzer sound. And there is the end of the ball game. We're tied at 29 all at halftime. About the final, Cretin Derham Hall 63. And Stillwater 57. The Raiders are now 6-1 in conference. Hold on to that lead in the SEC, 10-3 overall. And the Ponies drop to 4-4 in conference at 8-8 overall. This is your pregame or postgame show here on TJSportsOnline.net. And before I get to the totals, sponsoring tonight's broadcast is the Goodman Group of Chaska. Their mission is to create and manage living environments that emphasize quality of life and enable residents and staff to achieve an optimum level of well-being. The Goodman Group Senior Living, Healthcare, and Residential Communities provide homes and services for some 10,000 residents. Those who have chosen their communities as their home experience a luxurious lifestyle that delivers comfort, care, and value. Visit their website, thegoodmangroup.com, or call 952-361-8000. Very competitive first half, as mentioned, tied at halftime, and tied early in the second half. It was tied at 39-all before the Raiders went on a 14-2 run, and eventually led by as many as 14-6 ties, 7 different lead changes for the Ponies. And Grace Cody finished with just 1 point. Sarah Scalia finished with 16 points in the second half and 22 for the ballgame. Liz Ogren with a 3. Alex Brett, 18 first half points, just 2 second half points for 20. There's a big key. Megan Lampright did not score. Megan went down with a knee injury, and we wish her the very best of luck. Did not look good. Rachel Hull did not score. Allison Benning finished with 4 free throws. Amber Scallion, the 8th grader, with a deuce and a 3, finished with 5 second half points. And for Cretin Derham Hall, Haley Moore with 9 points tonight, including 2 for 2 from the line, 2 field goals, 1 3. Franny Hottinger finished with 10 in the second half and 15 for the ballgame, 3 or 4 from the line. Anna Mendez, double figures with 12, 6 in each half. Chanel Anderson Manning finished with 6, 3 in each half. Elizabeth Edinger finished with 9 in the second half, 13 for the night. And Justina Butler had a couple of second half field goals for 4 points. Sydney Jackson had 4 first half points. And that's the totals for the Cretin Derham Hall Raiders. Again, tomorrow, Friday night, they'll be at Woodbury. And the link to that broadcast by our friends from Minnesota Prep, MN Prep Spotlight, the link you can find at our website, TJSportsOnline.net. For the Stillwater Pony Girls, they'll be at Princeton on Saturday night as they hit up Highway 169. Our next Raider Girls basketball broadcast will be Saturday, February 10th, 5:30 against the LaSalle. Our next Raider Girls basketball game will be on Tuesday night, January 30th, and that'll be at Roseville. Our next basketball broadcast will be Friday night, Cretin Derham Hall and Woodbury boys basketball right here as we return to the scene of the crime. And then Stillwater girls hockey coming up on Saturday night. Stillwater boys hockey at Eden Prairie coming up on the 25th. And with that, it's time to wrap things up, tear things down, head home, and get a good night's rest. Our broadcast courtesy of Caldwell Becker Realty, Adam Nyberg, and Anita White from their offices in beautiful St. Croix Valley. Again, the Goodman Group of Chaska also providing our coverage of tonight's broadcast. Thanks to Phil Archer, the activities director here at Cretin Derham Hall High School, to our coaches Joe Lynch of CDH and Willie Taylor of the Stillwater Ponies. And from my right-hand man, the Silver Fox, Tom Ritchie. I'm Tom Ritchie. Your final score, SEC Conference Girls Basketball. The Raiders pull away in the second half, winning 63-57 from the Joe Mauer Fieldhouse on the campus of Cretin Derham Hall High School here in St. Paul. Good night, everybody. Hey, we'll talk again.